Today in this video we'll discuss about the acceleration of an object rolling in an inclined plane. So suppose this is your inclined plane and the angle is theta with the horizontal, and a cylinder or any object which is having radius r is rolling down in this inclined plane. Okay, inclined plane or ramp, we say this type of situation. So when it is rolling down, what will happen to its acceleration? Because it will have some acceleration of the center of mass. So we'll calculate COM means center of mass. We'll calculate acceleration of the center of mass. Okay, so we'll calculate the case of rolling down a ramp. Rolling down a ramp. Rolling down. Okay. So in this case, as you can see, there will be two types of forces. One is due to the motion of the center of mass, and another one will be due to the rotation of the object, because during as it will roll down, so it will rotate about the axis of to the center of mass also. So how will you calculate the acceleration? From the two types of question comes. One comes for the acceleration, another one comes for the velocity. Velocity one you can calculate using the kinetic energy and the potential energy. You can, with that combination, you can calculate the velocity with the object will strike strike the ground. Okay, with which the object will strike the ground. Now acceleration, to calculate the acceleration, what we will do, how will you proceed? Now first we will write this, or first we will draw the free body diagram and will make it so the different components of the forces. Now the center of mass will move in this direction. As the object has some mass, the gravity will be mg will be downward direction, and due to the contact force it will have a normal force Fn I am writing, and in the same I am just extending in the opposite direction. Okay, so this is my y-axis and this is my x-axis, x-plane. Now the motion will be towards the left, so you can say towards the negative axis the motion is. Now as this is theta, you can easily prove, you can draw this one. This is parallel lines, so this is your parallels. So this is theta, means this should be theta, isn't it? Because if we join it, this will be 90, this will be 90 minus theta, and again this is 90, so this will be theta. Okay, so if this is theta, it is mg, so this one will be mg cos theta. Component, will write the component of mg on y-axis, this will be mg cos theta, and on x-axis it will be mg sin theta. Mg sin theta. Okay, this is your normal force Fn. normal force Fn. Okay, Now, as the case is, this is the case of without slipping. The object is rolling down, and it will not slip. When the object will not slip, okay, suppose this is rolling down. If it will not slip means there is sufficient friction, okay, static friction, which is providing necessary force to roll the object. Okay, if it will not provide the sufficient necessary frictional force, it will slip. So we are discussing the case of without slipping case. Without slipping. Okay, the rolling is being, means the object is rolling down without slipping. This case we are discussing. So there will be a friction Fs to the opposite direction, frictional force, right? And the motion is, the center of mass is to the downward direction, and due to this friction the object is rotating. Okay, so it will have a rotational force also. It will have a rotational force. So linear force and rotational force combined effect is there here. Okay, they are working combiningly in this process, in this case. So here if I write the linear case, here the center of mass is moving and we are interested in calculation of the center of mass of the linear case. So the equation I will write, and it is going down, and this is your friction to the opposite direction. So I will write the equation Fs minus mg sin theta balancing the x is equal to, this is your linear force, okay, m center of mass, ma, because F minus mg sin theta, they are opposite in direction. F minus mg sin theta is a center of mass. Okay, this is second law. From second law, the net force is equal to F net force is equal to mass into acceleration. Okay, this is, let's say, equation number 1. Now another force Fn and mg cos theta, they are exactly equal, means there is no motion along y direction, so we can write that Fn is equal to mg cos theta. They are cancelling each other. There is no effect on y direction, so we are neglecting Fn is equal to mg cos theta equation. Okay, now the rotation. So Fs is rotating the object, okay, and it is at a distance r from the center of mass. It is acting. So we know that the torque is equal to r cross f, or here the angle between r and f is 90 degree, so we can write rf sin theta, sin 90 is 1, so we can write r perpendicular component, or simply r f, or r the radius, capital R, f is the frictional force. Okay, so this is your torque, and this is also equal to, we can write torque in terms of your moment of inertia. You can write that this is your I center of mass alpha. Alpha is the angular acceleration. Okay, this relationship also we know. Now from here one will further write like this, that we know the relationship between alpha and your linear acceleration. So linear acceleration, a center of mass, we can write that your r alpha, right? Now this acceleration, linear acceleration, is taking place in opposite, in the negative direction of the x. So we can write this acceleration is a negative, okay, and the motion is in anti-clockwise direction. So for anti-clockwise we will write this angle as positive. We consider angle as positive. So alpha will be positive, but a center of mass will consider is negative. So here, from here we can write alpha is equal to minus a center of mass by r. Now we'll substitute this one here in this equation number, let's say 2. So from here we will get that your F frictional force is equal to I center of mass, alpha is negative, minus A center of mass by r, and this r also will be divided r square, right? Now this frictional force I'll replace in equation number 1, because in equation number 1 we have two variables. Mass is known to us, your center of mass, acceleration due to center of mass, and frictional force. These are two unknowns. So if we'll replace this unknown here, then we can calculate your acceleration of the center of mass of the object. Our target is to calculate this one, acceleration of the center of mass. So what we will do here, we'll just substitute this one in equation 1. So once we substitute, what we will get, this one put here. So substituting in 1, or from putting in 1, putting in equation 1, what you will get? You will get that minus I center of mass, A center of mass by r square, okay, minus mg sin theta is equal to am A center of mass. Now just to simplify it and try to calculate A center of mass. So what I can do, I can bring this one here in the left side, or I can take it to the right side. Anyway I can do it. So I can take it to right side, so it will become m A center of mass plus I center of mass A center of mass by r square is equal to mg sin theta, minus mg sin theta, right? So here you can do it. What you can do, you can take A center of mass common, A center of mass common, m plus I center of mass r square is equal to minus mc sin theta, or A center of mass is equal to minus mg sin theta, right? Here you can take m common in the denominator, it will be in the denominator. We'll take m common here, so it will become m I center of mass by mr square, and m get cancelled. So your expression is center of mass, acceleration of the center of mass is minus g sin theta by 1 plus I center of mass by mr square. So this is your expression for, this is the expression for your A center of mass, okay? And some portions not visible clearly, so I am writing here, okay, writing here. So A center of mass is equal to minus g sin theta upon 1 plus I center of mass by mr square, or you can write like this, by mr square, okay? So this is the expression for the acceleration of the object which is rolling down without slipping, very important, without slipping in an inclined plane, okay? So if theta is given, g, you know, acceleration due to gravity, mass r, radius will be given, I center of mass. Once you get, then you can calculate the acceleration of the object, and minus sign is only because it's going to the negative direction of the x-axis. That's why we have taken the A center of mass will be in negative direction. Okay, so I hope you can understand this concept of rolling. Many times in the entrance examination, the question comes based upon this concept. So if you still have any doubts, or if you are not getting any steps, you can write in the comment box, so that we can discuss and make some clarification video again. Okay, so let us stop it for today's video, and in the next video I will discuss something, I will calculate the velocity here, the kinetic energy in rolling case, and with what velocity it will strike the ground. Okay, so that case we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.